How is it going, Database? Says no data here. Welcome back to another episode of Roblox Assassin. And welcome to what's sort of a St. Patrick's Day special. I believe this video is coming out on St. Patrick's Day. So, happy St. Patrick's Day to you all, ladies and gentlemen. And to celebrate St. Patrick's Day, today on Assassin, we are going to do a bit of gameplay with a brand new exotic. So we scroll down here. As you can see, I did indeed get the Gilded lock. So we have this brand new exotic. We are going to do a little bit of gameplay with it, stuff like that. We're going to talk about the knife. And of course, we are going to talk about what it is currently worth and what it is probably going to be worth in the future. If you guys are excited for this episode of Assassin, then be sure to drop a like on this video. It helps out a whole lot. And comment down below Clover. Also, guys, we are super close to 70,000 subscribers. And once we hit 70,000, we are going to give away a free elegant saber. That is right, guys. A free elegant saber. So be sure to subscribe so that you are notified about that. Anyway, here it is, guys, the brand new Gilded Luck exotic that you can get in the Elite case and the Sturdy case. Now, not too much to say about this knife in particular. It is just a nice golden knife. Obviously, because it's called Gilded. Gilded is another word for gold. Well, technically, Gilded is like a fake sort of gold. But you know what? That's beside the point. So yeah, as you can see, it is just a nice golden knife. It's got some lines on it. I don't think these really mean anything, but yeah, there are some lines on it, which is pretty nice. You can see there is a 4-leaf clover here, which, does make sense. There should be a 4-leaf clover on a luck-based knife. You can see there are some gems here. Pretty cool, gotta say, pretty cool knife. So yeah, this is what it looks like in battle. It is a very nice knife. Now keep in mind, you can only unbox this for a limited time. We're not exactly sure how much longer we have with this knife in the cases. However, I doubt it's going to be very long. And, the reason for that is this is a St. Patrick's Day event. And once this video comes out, St. Patrick's Day will be today. So I'd imagine by the time this video comes out, the knife is still probably going to be in the cases. But possibly even tomorrow, the knife might be gone. So, if you ask me, you should probably try to unbox this knife while you still can. Alright, now we're going to kill Bacon Man with it. Alright, he is dead. Good night, Bacon Man. Alright, who is my assassin? It's not you. You're still going after me, but it's not you, that's for sure. Oh, it was him. Are you my assassin now? Oh god, I dropped. Okay, you're still wrong, player. Can you stop? Can you don't? Alright, Purple Lady, I'm going to have to kill you. That used to be old default hair. And it actually looks pretty nice on a purple person, not gonna lie. Alright, you are dead, good sir. Thank you very much for your contribution to society. There are still knives getting thrown at me. Where are they coming from? Alright, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to keep throwing some knives here. Alright, Bob the Slayer, you are the final person. Alright, we're going to have to 1v1, good sir. I still love how you can actually, see the final person. Because you used to not be able to do that, and it was, really annoying. Alright, you're just gonna charge at me, huh? Alright, I'll just keep running from you, and you are dead. Alright, you are dead, good sir. Thank you very much. Purple Lady? No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm gonna kill Mr. Jake over there. He also has the Gilded lock. Because, why not? Why wouldn't you have the Gilded lock? It's such a cool knife. Alright, you are the wrong player, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to say goodbye to you. And it is a 1v1 with the Purple Lady. Alright, get over here. And you're falling. Alright, gonna go in the bedroom right here. You're just gonna chill there. Alright, fine by me. I'll just go back up the stairs. No, you're okay. Just gonna... Alright, you're dead. Thank you. Also, I don't think I ever pointed this out in a video, but whoever owns this house is a professional Smash Bros. Player. You could say there's literally a Smash Bros. Melee trophy, and then you go upstairs and there's a GameCube, which I think is a nice, little detail here. This person also has some movie. I don't know what that is. I don't know. This is just an interesting map, and I haven't really looked at it that much until now. I think there's also some Bloxies here, Bloxy Awards. I think that's one of them. I don't know. That one's 2015. They got Bloxies 2015. I don't know if that's necessarily the official one. He also has a door what is that? What kind of award is that? Let's be real here. Alright, but there's one person left. We're just gonna kill them. Bye-bye. Unfortunately, I'm not very close to an Elite case, which sucks. Because imagine I open an Elite case, I get another Gilded lock. That would be really cool, not gonna lie. We are playing on Estate a lot. I don't know. This feels like the fourth time in a row that we're playing Estate, which is kind of funny. Alright, Bacon, are you my assassin, Mr. Bacon? Guess we won't know anymore. I bet it's Gerwin. Gerwin? Yes, assassin eliminated. Now it's you. Never mind, it's not you. It's Jake. It's Jake. Yep, it's definitely Jake. Alright, get over here, sir. Alright, Jake is dead. Final target revealed. There he is. We're just going to throw a knife, and he's dead. Alright, and now we're in the bank map. Which, yeah, I'm kind of glad I died in that situation. Anyway, let's talk about the value of the Gilded Luck. Now, the Gilded Luck started at a value of, I think, 14. Yeah, 14. That sounds about right. Then it went up to 15, surprisingly. Usually event knives don't go up during the actual event. Went up to 15. Then it went down to 12. So, Gilded Luck is currently worth 12 exotics, which isn't that bad. I think that's worth more than Neptune. I think that's even worth more than, like, Holiday Blade. I don't know. Lucky Blade from last year is actually worth 13. So the fact that it's at 12 at the moment is pretty good. Now, what this knife is going to be worth in the future, it kind of depends. You know, first of all, how long is this event going to last? Ideally, it should end on Monday, which would be tomorrow when you're watching this video. Ideally, that's the correct time to end the event. Prisman could make the event longer, though. We're not exactly sure. So it kind of depends on that. If it's a little too long, then it might not be that valuable. Again, it's really all about supply and demand when it comes to knife values, so if you keep this knife available for a while, it's going to have higher supply, which means lower value overall. But of course, this knife will become unobtainable, so it will be very rare in the future. Now again, assuming this becomes unobtainable on Monday, this means that this will only be available for about a week and a half or so. I'd say the maximum amount of time that this thing is going to be available is 2 weeks, which isn't a lot of time. That honestly is not a lot of time for a knife to be, you know, available. So honestly, I feel like this knife is going to be very good in the future. You know, much like last year, the Lucky Blade is honestly a very rare knife. This knife in particular is very rare, and the reason for that is the St. Patrick's 2018 event only lasted a week, which is really not a lot of time, so this is honestly extremely rare. A lot of people argue that this knife is underpriced actually, because the event for this was really short. Lord Sinister, this was obtainable for like a month. Same with this was obtainable for a month. So this is pretty rare just because it lasted a week. It's a lot shorter than, you know, these other, you know, events. And that's why the value of Lucky Blade is so close to the value of these two knives, because, you know, yeah, these are older, but they didn't last as long, so it kind of evens out. Same thing with like Krampus and Spring Saber. Like, these are pretty close in value because yeah, Krampus is an older knife, but it lasted a lot longer. You could get it for a much longer time. So Spring Saber, this was only available for a week and a half, so it's pretty good. And this could very much happen to the value of Gilded Lock, possibly surpassing the value of something like Nightmare or Bone Scythe. Maybe the Christmas knives, but I don't know, you use those for crafting. I guess you use Nightmare and Bone Scythe to craft a Grim Scythe, but I don't know, I feel like a lot less people did that, you know what I mean? But yeah, the point is, Gilded Lock is probably going to be a pretty good knife in the future. Especially if, like, it becomes unattainable and it's still, like, 12 exotics. It could go up quite a bit. Imagine, like, a year, this would probably be, like, 20, I'd imagine. At least 20. So yeah, overall, this is probably going to be a pretty good knife in the future. Not the best. You know, nowadays there are so many extremely good knives, like the Sabers and Elegant Blade and Cole. So, you know, in the long run, 20 exotics isn't that much anymore, but, you know, it's still decent. So this is probably going to be a pretty good tier 3 exotic, just like Lucky Blade and Lord Sinister, stuff like that. So yeah, if you want to get this knife for yourself and you do not have the luck to unbox it, then by all means, you could definitely do some trades to get this. And actually, the trade that I did for this is extremely interesting. I didn't actually get a screenshot of it because it was kind of in the moment, but I actually did do a pretty spicy trade, not gonna lie. So again, I don't exactly have a screenshot of this, so you guys are probably just gonna have to take my word for this, but believe it or not, I actually traded a Diamond Tier for a Gilded Lock. Now there will be a video on Diamond Tier and Onyx Tier soon, so I'll go into more detail of those knives in that video, but basically Diamond Tier is the top 25 clan prize, and it's an exotic obviously. Now you're probably saying, no data, Diamond Tier is not tradable, so you're a big fat liar. How'd you trade the Diamond Tier if it's not tradable? Well, it was actually tradable for a little while. For about 1 day, the Diamond Tier was actually tradable, because Prisman actually made it tradable by accident for a little while. I decided that Diamond Tier is not going to be tradable, so it's not going to have any value, so might as well get rid of them. So I just traded Diamond Tier for a Gilded Lock. So, decided, why not do that? This knife isn't going to have any value anyway. Might as well get a knife that I do not have yet. Definitely worth it in my opinion. So yeah, overall, that was an extremely good deal. Because, you know, luckily, Prisman accidentally made Diamond Tier tradable. So I was able to get that trade. You guys aren't necessarily going to be able to get that sort of trade. But again, it is worth 12 exotics. So if you trade something like maybe an Earth Elemental. That's probably a pretty good trade. You know, I believe that's like 11. If you trade a Dream for it, maybe like Void, you could do that if you want. Demon Heart. Elegant Saber, you could for Elegant Saber because, you know, it is going to go up. So if you trade Elegant Saber for Gilded Luck, that's probably an investment. But yeah, that's totally something you can do if you want. But yeah, don't give too much for it. You know, don't give any previous tier 3s. Don't give Lucky Blade. If you give Lucky Blade, that's very bad. Don't give anything like Skeleton King or the Sabers or stuff like that. If you want to give like these, like Flame Mace, Bat Scythe, you know, these sort of knives, I guess you can do that. Not necessarily the best trade, but again, the Gilded Luck is only going to be available for about 1 to 2 weeks. So overall, this knife is going to be very good. Definitely worth your time and money to get this knife. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. We are almost done with the St. Patrick's Day event, but not yet. We still have one more exotic to get. That's going to be the Pot of Goals. We are going to get this very, very soon. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Assassin. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and those other things that YouTube people do. And I will see you guys in the next video. Stay purple. The two of us here are purple, so, you know, we're cool. Stay purple.